YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy Tweet, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And tonight's live is going to be on LeBron James. Yes, I want to talk about LeBron James and the Stephen A. reaction, and I also want to talk about Bronny James, and I want to talk about LeBron James taking his career to another level. This is we got to start giving LeBron and James a little bit of respect. He might not be Kobe Bryant, but this guy is one of the greatest players. So we can't keep saying, "Well, you ain't Michael Jordan, you ain't Kobe." That's fine, but this guy's still great. We got to give his longevity, just like we did with Wilt. LeBron James went to 10 straight finals, 10 straight finals. So give him some respect. So guys, this thing went live very quickly. So let me try to get this. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get some of this stuff, guys. I appreciate everybody here. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content. Okay. All right. Yes, sir. What's going on, Aaron Holloway? What's up, bro? Appreciate you being here. Yes, sir. So yeah, guys. So the first thing I want to talk about with LeBron James is, guys, LeBron James could play till he was 50 and he would still average 20. This guy is impeccable shape. Now you might say, well, is it steroids? Is it his regimen? Is they got all these new things in this new technology thing? Like, are they giving LeBron James steroids basically for him to play at the level that he's playing? No, guys, medicine changes. You got to give LeBron James credit. LeBron James is not going to take the last shot and hit a lot of these shots like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan do it. But we can't sit there and say that this guy's not great. Now, the reason why today I want to come out and do the video is not because he's with Luka Doncic, but look at this history of LeBron making decisions when he left Cleveland, when he joined Dwayne Wade, when he joined Cleveland again, when he went to the Lakers, and when he invited his son. This guy has been killing it his whole career. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the first one to say it. I got to give Colin Cowherd a lot of credit. LeBron has been killing it. And I don't care what people are saying, disrespecting this guy's name. But it's also other situations that I want to talk about on this live about with his son and Stephen A. That's the main thing. But first, I want to start off by saying LeBron James could play till he's 50. LeBron James' longevity award is better than anybody in the history of the game. Yes, sir. Bron. What's going on, Mushy? Yes, sir. All right, let me finish set some of these things up on the live, guys. All right.
Introducing the all-new Carolina Mitsubishi.
Don't know why this thing is on sale. Yes, sir. Ethan Carey. What's up, Ethan? Ethan says, let's be real, TD. If he ain't going to play at 50, if he do, he'll be terrible. His defense has already regressed, and one injury at the age is detrimental. So, bro, this is what you're saying, though, Ethan, because I get what you're saying. You true. Bruh, Ethan, you're a young guy. Don't you know you're going to be 38 like me one day? You're going to have gray. And bruh, I can't sit there and derail you because you old. Listen, at an older player, bruh, he's not gonna sit down in a chair and play defense. Why would you expect him to play defense, Ethan, at 40 years old? He's not even in the playoffs. No, you look at Jordan. Jordan was a good player, but he still wasn't locking people down at 40 years old. Bruh, it's impossible to lock people down at 40. But if you can go out there and score 25 to 30 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, you still can play the game. A lot of guys don't play defense right now, and this is not a defensive league. He don't have to play defense. Now, I'm not defending it. I'm not saying LeBron is locking people down at 40 like he's 28. He's not doing that. But I'm not looking at that. Can you win a championship at the age that you are? Remember, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar won a championship and he was just hook shotting and he would be the last one down the court. Nobody said, well, you didn't retire. No, because when he got down to the other side of the court, that hook shot was butter. That hook shot was butter. So I get what you're saying though, bro. He's not sitting down in a chair playing defense, but I don't need him to. He's still a great player at 40 years old. No other player has played defense like he did at 40 years old, or even scored the points that he has scored at 40 years old. That's what I would say, Ethan. Chris says LeBron spends $1.5 million a year to maintain his body at top physical shape. Facts. Okay, here go Ethan. Ethan says, yeah, I agree. Kareem was nice. Oh, but Bron ain't at center or a three-point shooter. I feel like he is too physical to play till 50. I disagree, man. Because you got to understand, his game going to change. He's not going to be... That's because you even talking about now, he don't play defense. Why? Because he's getting less physical as his time evolves. So, man, he's going to get older, bro. You got to give him his respect. You can't ask an older 40-year-old man to look like Luka. But damn near, Bron is almost on the offensive side of the board, offensive side of the damn court. He's killing it. Just give him a little grace on the defensive side, and that's why you have other guys to come and step up. Scottie was a better defender than Jordan his last 2 years in the league. And 97 and 98, Scottie was a better defender than Jordan. Scottie helped Jordan win championships by guarding the best team, the best player on the other team, like Magic Johnson. Remember when Scottie locked down Magic Johnson playing them full court? Go back and look that up, bro. Jordan didn't want him full court, but when Jordan was in his first 5 to 7 years of the league, he was guarding the best player from the 1 to the 3 every time. But when he got older, Scottie, that's you. Let me just do my offensive side. Let me do my offensive thing. Okay. Aaron Holloway, what's up, brother? He said, that's true. Chris, he puts a lot into his body to perform at the highest level. Right. Facts. We already, everybody, we know that. But you can't, I just don't think, I think Ethan trying to judge LeBron on the defensive side of the floor is very unfair at 40 years old. So we got to give LeBron respect. All right, so let's talk about some other things. Let's talk about the Stephen A. Smith situation. I don't see nobody was wrong. And a lot of people always want to blame somebody, say, well, this is his fault. Remember what Stephen A. said? Stephen A. said, this is LeBron the father. This was LeBron the father that came and said, listen, man, quit mentioning my son. He didn't say, well, this is NBA and my son is in the NBA so you can judge him. He was coming him from black man to black man saying, listen, man, why you keep mentioning my damn son, man? You act like you ain't got daughters and shit. Right? You don't see me pulling down your daughters talking about, well, your daddy out here capping or saying this and saying that. So leave my son alone. And Stephen A. didn't want to go back at him and say, LeBron, shut the hell up, because he understood, you know what? This is LeBron as a black man defending his son. A lot of people don't understand that. Why you got to make it a race thing? Because it's always about race. And I don't mean that it's a race war. I'm saying that because this is something that as an American you have to accept. people you have to talk through your upbringing, because a lot of times a lot of disputes is coming up because we are brought up different. So LeBron approached Stephen A like he ain't approached a lot of Caucasian guys, a lot of different other guys that said things about his son. He would approach Stephen A like, look, bro, you a black father. You know what LeVar Ball did with his kids. Why you sitting here trying to chastise me when I'm trying to give Bronny James the best opportunity that he can have? Why you keep mentioning my son out his name? Talk about me. And Stephen A was like, bro, I get that, but LeBron, look what you said. I have to do my job. You said that he's better than a lot of players in the NBA. So, he was like, I had to address it as my job. I'm gonna talk about how any player in the NBA is playing. That's my job. I don't care what anybody says. But Stephen A just took the back road, and I respect Stephen A. I think Stephen A came out the winner in this situation. I think Stephen A career is going to be better. He's already a millionaire, but his career is going to be better the way he handled it with LeBron James. A lot of people might not be taking Stephen A's side, but I love the way Stephen A handled it. He never disrespected Bronny, but I understand why LeBron said something. Somebody said something about my son, because a lot of you say, hey, Diddy, he's emotional. You don't never understand any passion about anything. I can tell a lot of you what your passion is about. Because if you want everybody to say, hey, man, hey, is it my turn to talk? Well, thank you, sir. Okay, well, this is what I want to say real quickly before you speak again. Bruh, it don't work that way. People are passionate about their shit. I'm passionate about my channel. People want to say, Diddy, your channel, you get a little emotional sometimes, and you want to respond to certain people. Bruh, that's far from it. I don't give a damn what people or haters are saying, but this is like my baby. I brought this up. So if you come in a disrespectful manner, and you've been following me for a while, I'm gonna hold your ass accountable. But if you new, I might not say nothing to you. So LeBron know that all these new commentators out here in the whole YouTube, they talking shit about LeBron's son. But Stephen A should know better. But as a black man, been following LeBron. Him and LeBron ain't close friends, but they are good. They are, they respect each other at their crafts. Jimmy says, what are the cryotherapy in the hyperbolic chambers? This is what he does. Right. Ethan says, I feel like both sides were right. I agree, Ethan. Steven was right. Bron said what he should, and Bronny did everything he could. I agree 100% everything you said, Ethan. Yes, sir. Jimmy says, that wasn't a basketball player confronting Stephen A. It was a father. Facts, Jimmy. It's two different things. Two different things. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Well, listen, I wasn't going to hold you up on this live, but I wanted to speak on it. Let me see. Was there anything else that I wanted to speak up? So I told y'all that LeBron can play 2E50. So I'm not predicting that he's going to play 2E50, but what I'm saying is this guy's one of the best shape that we ever saw any player at his age. Let's give some respect. Don't wait till this man, and I say this, and I'm gonna knock on wood, but don't wait till LeBron die to give his respect. I'm a Jordan fan. I think Jordan the GOAT, but LeBron is up there. He top 3, and I'm not gonna wait till this man die to start giving him credit. I'm not going to wait for this man to die to start giving him credit. How do you feel about the Seahawks going forward? Bro, so I talk a little bit about football, but I don't want to ruin this for the basketball guys that's going to come in and stream this video. But you said, how do you feel about the Seahawks going to full rebuild? It's smart. What else do they got? That defense is overrated. That defense is not where it should be. DK is older. You have to rebuild. I think it's a good move. I understand it. You saying going to rebuild. I think it's smart, not just half doing it. They are trying to win in a bit. They just blowing everything up. Facts, Ethan. Ethan also says, but let's be honest, Bronny is not a NBA level player. Well, look at other guys that's been in the development league. You got to give Bronny a chance. He's a 55th pick. He's the 55th pick of the NBA draft, if I'm not mistaken. The 55th pick. Give him respect for being the 55th pick. That means, got to give him a chance to play in the development league. I had a friend tell me Highsmith was in the development league. Nobody said nothing about him. And listen, LeBron James don't need none of our sympathy. He's a billionaire, so I'm not trying to defend a billionaire. But guys, I'm not a hater. I'm gonna treat LeBron just if he made $50,000 a year. That's how I am. And a lot of times I look at y'all and like, hey, y'all critique a guy or say you don't, he suck, and I chastise you. And guess what I'm doing? I'm giving y'all the athlete perspective. As an athlete, sometimes, yes, I'm not saying they perfect, but as an athlete, guys, a lot of people just want to bring just say everything they want, just want to bring up negative stuff, and I don't think it's fair all the time. But I agree with my boy Ethan saying both guys was right. Only thing that I would chastise about the situation, I think LeBron James should have pulled Stephen A to the side in a room and talked to him about it. I wouldn't have did it on national TV. That's my only 2 cents about that. Let me see here. Ethan says, "How do you feel about the Seahawks going to be revealed?" Okay, I'm trying to win in the bid. They just they saying they're not trying to win in the bid, blowing up everything. Facts. They blowing up everything. I think it's a good move for them. Aaron Holloway says Geno Smith has been traded to the Raiders. Yes, I did see that, and I don't want to ruin because I'm gonna do a live about that. I'm probably gonna do it in the morning, but yes, I think it's a good move. I'd rather trade for Geno Smith than to trade for Russell, last name Wilson. So Geno's gonna be a great bridge quarterback. This team's gonna win about 10 games, and then they can go and bring in. Maybe they draft Shadir Sanders and have Geno, and let Geno start the season off. That's fine. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Main says people do not realize Brian was mad. Right. Stephen A. recently showed Bronny low lights after Bron's face of an NBA stuff. Okay, I didn't know he showed Bronny like highlights. But even though Bronny's in the NBA, bro, it's fair game. I didn't never hear LeVar Ball complaining when they brought up plays when Lonzo didn't play well. You got to be able to accept that. I love the way what's the guy that play? He's on NFL, not NFL Countdown, but he played Swagoo from he played with the Cowboys for a little bit at the D tackle position. He said it perfect. He said that he felt like LeBron handled it the way the most fathers would, but he felt like LeBron was out of pocket a little bit by confronting Stephen A. before the game, and I agree with that. Jimmy said, "Do you play NBA fantasy leagues?" Yes, I'm in a fantasy league right now. Yes, sir, Jimmy. Ethan says, "Do you think the Knicks are title contenders?" Hell no. Hell no, man. They getting their ass whooped by the top teams. My title contenders are the Lakers, OKC, Denver, and Boston. Those are my title contenders. Ethan says, "I think LeVar is the best dad you can be." Right. And once I have kids, I'm gonna try to get things done like him. Facts. Facts, Ethan. I agree with you. You know, guys, to be honest, I thought this live would do a lot more. If I knew this live was only going to have 2 or 3 people at 9 o'clock at night, I wouldn't have done it. Because y'all know I don't go live on Fridays. So y'all see why I stick to the content. You might say, "Well, Tita, why you don't bring it?" Because it's not worth my time. It's not worth my time. Main says Brian had adrenaline rush and Stephen A was there. He probably saw red when he saw him. You right, main. Facts, bruh. Facts. I agree with that 100%. Let me see. Yeah. So Bronny James is going to be fine. Stephen A. Smith is going to be fine. I like the way Stephen A. Smith handled it. And LeBron James, I think he's going to apologize to Stephen A. Smith later after everything died down. Ethan says, "TD, not going to lie, that top team argument I don't agree with since most of the games there was played banged up when even last night Brunson went down in OT." Okay, I got you. I just think when you got Luka and LeBron, bro, you look good. I mean, that's not a bad team that they lost. I mean, that not lost to, but that it was a good game. So I get it. You ain't got to say that they're gonna win a championship, but I like the team. I think they have a chance to win a championship. LeBron if he does it, it's gonna make him be even more special than what he is. Man said probably will apologize. I agree. Yes, I think he is, man. I think later he gonna come up to Stephen A. and shake his hands. So listen, bro. You know I love my son. And Stephen A. said, I know. That's why Stephen A. Look, Stephen A. is older. I'm old. That's why I'm old. And listen, y'all know I will talk my shit, but a lot of times, I'm older, and so I try to. Hey guys, it's all good. And then listen, I got a lot of older guys that's older than me, and they tell me stuff. You know, I had a guy, man. He hit me up. He said, "TD, man, I understand why you the way you are that you are, and why you stand up the way you stand up about your channel." He said, "Man, I think you need to calm down a little bit." Now, a lot of things ran through my mind. I'm like, bro, you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know the situation, but I respect the guy. So I was like, you know what, you're right. And me and this guy's cool. So you got to think long term. Stephen A was thinking long term. You know what? LeBron gonna come back. He gonna understand. I'm gonna let him be a father right now. He's a young father. Stephen A been a father for a long time, longer than LeBron been a father. So now Stephen A was like, you know what? All right, LeBron, it's okay. And you see how he talked about it? You know what? Hey, listen, this was the father talking. He didn't say, LeBron, how you dare come up to me? He didn't go that route, but he thought about it. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I appreciate y'all tuning in to the live. Y'all guys be safe. See y'all later. See, Ethan says, as two black men, I feel like they need to have that man. Come on, Ethan. That's what I said. As two black men, you got to do that shit personal. You got to do it. You got to do it. Because people going to feed on that narrative and say, look at these two black men arguing. And you don't want to give them that. Listen, sometimes don't worry about what people are going to say, but I just... Now, this is two successful black men. Why are black men always arguing in the media, but you don't never see two white guys arguing? Nobody never arguing with Joe Rogan. Nobody's never really arguing with Skip Bayless, not no white guy. So we gotta do better, man. We gotta be more for each other and quit being so contentious all the time. I even have to help my attitude. That's why I got the glasses on, guys. I didn't wear glasses coming up, but I wear the glasses to to focus that I'm a geek. I'm into my IT. I ain't no fighter. I don't want no smoke. I'm not trying to be the biggest, baddest guy. Because we as black men, we struggle with that. Because when in our neighborhoods, people try us. And if you back down, you get no respect. A woman don't want you. So you can meet the prettiest girl in high school. And you be like, oh yeah, this is my girl, and somebody come up to you say, hey man, I'm gonna punch you, and you don't do anything, she'll leave you. And most people say, yeah, you did the right thing, but does that feel good at that point in time? So black men, we always feel our whole life that we want to prove you can't whoop me. And I've been talking about this for years. I struggle with it to this day. Like, oh, you gonna disrespect me? Bro, I'm willing to die. And that's bull crap. So that's why I want to give Ethan credit. As a black man, you know what? It ain't no big deal. Let me talk to you personal. And then I talk my shit there, but I'm not going to put it out and for the meter to break down to try to, talk down on our race, right? Per se. Ethan says, okay, Main says, Stephen A does push it with the insults. It got worse after Skip left the ratings. Right. Left for ratings, right. Fleece Johnson, he says, have some black guests instead of those white boys all the time. Bruh, listen, I'm going to tell you this. And listen, I respect that. That's a great comment. My white friends they support me. They support me. They donate to me. Listen, I'm going to be honest right now. My son is mixed. You think I'm gonna try to wait on a black girl to want to accept me? I'm gonna go be with somebody, who loves me, I got a lot of black friends. They hate on me, They hating on me. My white friends are there to support me. They willing to donate, Most of the people that donate, they're not black guys. I got a few guys, and I'm gonna give these guys shout outs. Black Banks, he's a Phenom member. Aaron Holloway. Is a member. He's not a Phenom member, but he's a member. Been supporting me for a long time. I got about 7 black guys that support me, and I respect them. But the rest of the guys are white, man, and they support me. And I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. I'm not gonna be, I'm not having y'all up because y'all white. No, man, they are good people. They got good hearts. I'm gonna have them up. I'm not gonna sit here and hate on nobody. But I do love people like getting along, so I'm gonna always be able to address race when it's necessary. And this is a necessary time to talk about it because I got it in the comment section, right? So, bro, I respect that you asked. That's a good question because a lot of times y'all know I be coming at people, but you asked a fair question. I don't think that's an insult at all. But I don't want to let you know that I'm not gonna turn on my white friends because I don't care if they white or not. Anybody that supports me and wants me to do good in life, just like I want other people to do good, I'm gonna support them and I'm gonna be willing to bring them up. But Fleece, none of the black guys are not coming up. Ethan says, I feel like naturally having black people on is better than trying to force it just cause they black. Facts, Ethan. Force it because they black just to get a black guy. I don't know. If you don't support me, you don't support me. He's a real gentleman. Bro, you were homeless sleeping on the streets. I saw your doc. Come on now. Come on, bro. You don't get me emotional. Bro, listen, people don't like me right now because I still live through that, bro. Well, people said I wasn't going, bro. I was a great high school football player. I'm doing this. My cousin throw drugs on me. And I don't want to get off topic because this thing is about LeBron. So I'm going to say this quickly, and then I'm going to move on from this live. But my cousin threw drugs on me. He was a known drug dealer. I didn't really see that because I was just playing ball. So I would hang out. He wasn't dealing drugs in front of my face. But did I know? Yeah, because that was all in my family. All through that road, we stay in the country. That road it's named after my family. So my cousin, we get pulled over. He tells me to stuff drugs in my pants, and I don't do it. And I drop it out the window because I don't want to be like, hey, this guy's trying to do this and put this and tell me to do this. And they come and they ruin my career. They kick me off the football team. My teammates turn on me. It was terrible, bro. I was out. I barely stayed at my grandmother's for those 7 to 10 years struggling. So I learned a lot from that. Man. And I had to really go around people who respected me and gave me love. And I don't care what color you were, man. And I was judgmental too, guys, then. I was like, oh, this dude ain't shit. Look at this homeless dude. I don't do that shit no more. That's why the way I talk to my content, the way I'm defensive, it's because of what I've been through in life. So, yes. But I love that. I love with Fleece because Fleece, you're not the only one that said that. I have friends have hit me up in the background and said, bruh, this one dude said he don't want to come to your channel no more. You got these weird looking white guys on there. And I have to say it now. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm gonna say it. I'm like, bruh, y'all ain't coming up. Y'all don't want to come up. I can't show y'all on live. Y'all don't support me. Y'all ain't buying my draft guide. You ain't spending no money on my Phenom Founder. You ain't doing none of that. These white guys are doing that. And you want me to turn against them? No. We got to, and we as black people, we cannot save all black people. Some black people are just so warped about slavery that they just think everybody is bad. And everybody ain't bad, bro. Don't you know, man, Martin Luther King, it wasn't white people that got him killed. It was black people. It was some of the black preachers right now that we respect that got him killed. It wasn't like the FBI per se. It was the black people who turned them over, bruh. So we have to accept people for who they are. We gotta accept people for who they are. If they are a good person, man, you can't look at the color. This is a great conversation, guys. Glad you brought this up, Fleece. Let me see. Fleece, okay. Ethan says, I feel okay, yeah, we did that one. Real said, bro, we did that one. Now, the white homies are dope. Right. And they are. They my friend. The one guy's from Canada. I've been knowing him. He support my channel when nobody. I had 2 subscribers. He was, hey, I'm a subscriber. When everybody said you talk funny and you talk weird, nobody wants to, this. I had white guys that come and support me. Dello says, my guy TD come a long way. Respect. Yes, sir, Dello. Yes, sir. Kenny says, if Satchel Paige is a great pitcher, guys. He played in the Negro League, just to let y'all know. Can pitch 5 nights a week till he's 60 years old. LeBron James can run up and down the basketball court. I agree, Kenny. I agree. Facts. Fleek says, I respect that. Sometimes we see the game differently. Not many of us in the fantasy community. Right. You say I respect that. I respect it. Sometimes we see the game differently. Not many of us in the fantasy community. Yes, it's not. Listen, guys, this is what I personally think. I'm not going to sit here and say like I'm the best fantasy football channel per se with all the bells and whistles for YouTube. No, I understand that. But me coming on here and talking naturally, I feel like people come on because I see my numbers go up and then they get off like, who this black guy? And they don't take it serious because I don't have all the flashy things. And so, but people from all different races respect that. So I'm good with that, man. A lot of the white guys tell me, say, hey, man, I like how you naturally do this. It don't be the black guys. It don't be the black guys, man. And I don't want to make this all about being a black and white thing, but I thought it was a great conversation. And guess what? This channel is built on cutting edge content, and I'm going to speak my mind. That's what my channel is. Now you see YouTube is building to just being personable. It's not about bam, bam, all the flashing lights. And I would never hate on a channel that does that because that's why they making money. That's why they can do it full time. But you don't want to show me no love, and y'all don't want to talk about Tyreek Hill when I was one of the first ones on it. You don't want to talk about Amon-Ra St. Brown. You just want to take me from year to year to year. You was wrong on these guys, and I really hadn't had no bad year. Usually the stuff that I was talking about. Now some of my stars and sits are off because I have to make stars and sits decisions for your teams that I didn't draft, for guys that I'm not on. And so I'm not going to make any excuses. I don't give a damn about race. Nothing's going to hold me back from my channel succeeding. But I do get a lot of flack from my takes, no matter if they hit or miss. And YouTube is not really big on hit and miss. It's not really big on hit and miss. It's really about how good can you do a video? Can you strategically put the things in there and say the right things to get people to come over and subscribe and donate? That's what it's about, and I'm fine about that. But I don't ask y'all. I ask y'all to hit the like button because I'm trying to grow. But I keep it real. I'm never going to sit here and just, hey, well, this is what you do. And then you see Shannon Sharp. He's a celebrity, so I expect his channel to grow. But he's been doing, now they do that. They talk about that type of stuff. And I've been doing that for a long time, like just being real on my channel. Right. Let me see. Kenny says, Allie. Ethan says, how do you feel about Dr. Umar? And bro, I'm gonna answer that question. I don't think it's gonna. It's a good question. I respect Dr. I think we need a Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar have great points all the time. Even when I don't agree with him 100%, his perspective is really good. It keeps my mind young and I can revise, because a lot of things I'd be like, bro, you think black men should just be with black women? You think? And then he also understands that sometimes you have to be with the person who loves you, and that might not be the people from your race. So guys, I wear glasses, right? I'm in IT. You think, and I'm talking about having my own channel. You think black women responded to that when I was young? Now I was a nice looking guy. I'm not gonna sit here and say like I got a lot of women. It is what it is. But I dated a lot of girls. But a lot of black girls thought I was corny. He's like, yeah, he's nice looking, but he corny. Because I wasn't hustling. I didn't want to shoot nobody. Now, I'll fight your ass. And I'll go to wherever level you wanted to go. But I wanted to be successful. I didn't want to be in jail. I had a lot of family members in jail. And a lot of black ladies said I was lame. I was corny because because y'all know I can read analytics. I can go to all different levels. They said I was corny. But because I went to a 95% white school, the white girls was like, hey, he's a smart guy, he's nice. But the black ladies couldn't see that. Right? So that's just how life is. And I love all types of women. I have nothing to say about any race of women. There's nothing wrong with any race of women. They all are beautiful. I don't turn nothing down but my collar now. Come on now. Rainy says, have you coached before? Yes, I have coached before. I have coached before. Rainy Angel says, I saw the doc also and didn't like when they didn't want you to be around the kids. Right, bruh. Right. My cousins, they was that my cousins started disrespecting. My cousins used to look, my little young cousins that was like 10 years younger than me. Bro, when I was TD, and then all of a sudden when that shit happened, my older cousins that was their fathers and mothers told them, oh, he ain't shit. He ain't gonna be nothing. Don't be like him. Don't get in trouble for drugs. And they just started talking shit to me. But now you know what they got to say. TD, he hold grudges. Yeah, because I'm winning now. And I always knew I was gonna be here, no matter what I was going through. I knew I was gonna get back on my damn feet. Yes, sir. I knew I was gonna get back on my feet. But you know, it is what it is, guys. You know, I love that. That's why I got an edge. Kenny says, I love Amon-Ra St. Brown. I felt bad he fell so much. I knew he was money. I felt bad he failed so much. And what kind of draft? Because this year, man, Amon-Ra, I'm kind of fading. I'm not fading him because he's a bad player. I don't think they need him to be a hyper target guy in order for this team to win. I think this is going to be a Jahmyr Gibbs team going forward, the run game. These Are Facts says, those white men see you as a DEI content creator. What do you tell me what that means, these facts? What is the DEI content creator? Ethan says, I feel like hitting on takes keeps people around, though. Not really. Okay, Harambe says, I'm a white boy, fleece. What you mean by fleece, Harambe? Saying having more black guests, less white ones. Right. So, like, and you seen what I said. Like I said, I'm gonna whoever my friend. It doesn't matter who my friend, what color is my friends. People who support me. And Kenny says, no, I meant when he was drafted. Oh, okay. Right, yes. Right. Not fantasy speaking. I got you. Right, it should never matter. So he's saying, Rami said it should never matter. And I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. Guys, sometimes you got to go through something to understand that your own people will let you down more than anything. Your own people will disappoint you. And I'm not sitting here making no difference. I don't really damn care. I talk about it because I don't care. A lot of people who care, they don't talk about it because they feel a certain type of way. I'm not scared. My heart is pure. That's why I'm talking about it right now. My heart's pure. Yes, sir. I appreciate this is a great conversation. I appreciate it. The questions. I'm not gonna be scared of those questions. My channel is at 3,000, so I'm not gonna run nobody off. It is what it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate everybody being here. We can learn from different perspectives. Facts, Harambe. Facts. Me and Harambe has had a lot of conversations. Just talking all before we go on the live, we'll talk it out. And I give him perspective. I said, listen, Harambe, you might not know this. And he'd be like, yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Because he might be like, hey, yeah, TD, yeah, you addressed that the guy, you didn't have, man, just focus on the content. I'm like, bruh, this is a guy that's been following me for 2 years. He's a brother. And all of a sudden, he just randomly comes out and says, bruh, you ain't did this and did this and did this. I don't want, he been following me, supporting, hitting the thumbs up button for years. And also one day he just goes off and attacks me. And I'm like, bro, I thought we cool. Like, you've been following my channel. I always read your comments out. I don't skip your comments. Now all of a sudden you just want to chastise me. Not saying, hey TD, man, Daniel Jones didn't hit, man. I'm not drafting him. I would not say anything to that. But all of a sudden you start attacking me, talking about, hey man, you need to do this and this channel is this and this. Not real stuff, because real man shit is real man shit. But it just be like you trying to you try to outdo me. I'm smarter than this black guy on screen right here. Look how he talk. And then you want to try to chastise me. And you coming from a negative perspective. That's the thing that bothers me, that I would say, that I see more. The white guys usually, if it's a white guy trolling me, it usually is a guy that's new to the channel. I don't have friends that's white, and all of a sudden they start just talking shit to me out of nowhere. Ethan says, do you think where your lives makes race difference than other places? Do you think where you live makes race difference than other places? Yes, Ethan. I'm from North Carolina, bruh. From Alamance County. Look it up. We the only county that didn't take down a race a statue that the guy stood for the South, for the Confederates. We wouldn't take it down. We've had a lot of bad stuff. You look at my situation. My situation for them, what they did to me was a lot of race, because guys, I was good, and they was like, oh, we're gonna take you down. You at this white school, we got an opportunity, and we're gonna take you down. And they tried their best to take me down, but what they knew, they was messing with the wrong one. So yes, it is bad where I live at. It's terrible. The school I went to, it used to be called the Confederates, and if you fly over my school, where we hang out between classes, it's designed as a Confederate flag, and they won't change it. Rainey says, you have some attention getting thumbnails. Okay, so my thumbnails, is the thumbnails decent, Rainey? Is they decent? Because I made them pink just because I saw some other channels, and they was making it real like hyper colors to get people to attract to it. So I was like, let me do pink. Let's see what happens. So I'm doing tests to see how people respond to the thumbnails. Thomas says, what up, TD? Chilling on lunch break, just joining. Kind of sucks we Seattle lost Geno, but I'm hearing possibly Seahawks could go after Sam Darnold. I don't mind Darnold. Thoughts? No, man, Darnold is going to be a good player for y'all, bro. He's a bridge quarterback. Seattle probably want to draft a guy. I don't think Sam Darnold is going to be y'all quarterback that's going to win a Super Bowl, but he's a good bridge guy to y'all rebuild. So I'm okay with that. What was Geno gonna be? Another bridge. So y'all just trying to keep whatever you need to do. You got to extra pick with it, a 3rd round pick. Now you can try to build onto that team and make it better in the trenches. The quarterback there, like between Geno and the other quarterback we just talking about him. Yeah, the Geno and Sam Darnold is not gonna make a difference. I'm sorry, Geno and Sam Darnold is not gonna make a difference. So it doesn't matter. Just try to build that team up and hit other places, and then when the right quarterback comes through or he's a free agent, you can go get him. But if you don't got a right team, he's not coming. Rainy Angel says, had to be raised. You only had a misdemeanor. That's crazy. Right. Rainy, how y'all know about this shit? Damn. I appreciate that, guys. Y'all really watched that. Yes. I only had so I took the misdemeanor plea bargain because I didn't know guys, if I could go back and know what this was, I wouldn't have took no charge. I was like, no, I'm going to trial and I'm suing y'all. But at that point in time, I was concentrating on the football team. Let me tell y'all, and I say this humbly, because I love my school, and I loved a lot of the players, and I love the girls that I grew up with. And a lot of people don't understand that about when I say I love the girls. It's not like I love the girls to try to hook up with them, but I have been going to school, so I was figuring out what type of girls that I could date, and I mean good girls, bad girls, what all of that, right? But anyway, at the end of the day, guys, they gave me that misdemeanor and overcharged me with a lot of other crimes that they didn't supposed to. That's why I ended up getting off and found out about what they was really doing. So yeah, that's what was going on. And that's all I'm gonna really say about that. Other than that, guys, I actually got a lawsuit, and I'm gonna do another documentary about that. Rainey says the thumbnails are fire. Thank you, bruh. Thank you for letting me know that. I'm gonna keep them like that for a while. Ethan says, I just looked it up. There is some crazy history there in that county. I told you. Alamance County. Look it up. Put my name in there. Y'all see my article. Terry Good, star football player. Guys, I'm not going to sit here and say I was an NFL player, but I was a monster. Y'all see how I am by my eyes? Look, people I used to play with, they was like, man, your eyes that big and you run around with your tongue hanging out your mouth like Michael Jordan. I would run your ass over at 170 pounds. I was a monster, and I was fast too. I had a 40-inch vertical. I was broad jumping like some of these guys that's doing in the combine. I was broad jumping that, and I was a 4.4. And a couple times people said they clocked me in 4.3. So I'm not trying to brag, but I just want to let you know what I was and what I was focused on. And then all of a sudden, my football just took it away, and I had to go to the job world. I didn't know nothing about no job because I always was ball player coaching. So either I was gonna be a ball player, or I was gonna coach, or be a scout. And all of a sudden, I got uprooted from that, and then I got to do IT, and I get judged on IT. I don't give a fuck about no IT. I do it for a job. I don't give a fuck about no IT. But I came back and bounced back and got that bag, right? I ain't homeless. So I bounced back, right? But you know what, guys? All my friends, my cousin that I looked up to, they all turned their back on me because as I started growing, I said, hey guys, you know what y'all said about me? Y'all said I was this and I was gonna be this and I was a drug addict and this and I overcame it. Guys, why y'all turn y'all back on me? Why y'all don't support me? Y'all know that dude threw drugs on me. I didn't do drugs or anything. I didn't never seen drugs in my life. Y'all ain't never supported me. Man, let that go. Yeah, you did this. Man, it was weird, man. I don't have no friends. They all turned their back on me, guys. They all turned their back on me. That's just how that shit go. I don't want to. Okay. So Hirami says the history of the USA is nuts. The history of the world is even crazy. Facts. I can't sit here and act like my life is that terrible because I never got down where I couldn't eat no food. My father would always buy food for me. Now it might be one double cheeseburger. Guys, that's why I don't eat now. My girl be like, babe, I fast throughout the day. You know why? Because I got used to not eating. I wasn't gonna beg people for food. My dad's like, I'm not buying you no food, but you're a grown ass man. I couldn't get no job nowhere. That was crazy. Anyway, Thomas says I could see Seattle run heavy. Thomas said he want to talk about fantasy football. He don't give a damn what we talk about, and I respect that, Thomas. He says I could see Seattle going run heavy, better season for Ken. Hell no, Charbonnet. I'm not touching no Ken Walker. He's too injury prone. Now, if I get him at the right ADP, yes, I'm good with him. But I'd rather take Zach Charbonnet at like a later round ADP. I'm not drafting no Ken Walker in no third or fourth round this year. Hell no. Thomas says, being rumors, we want to get a full back. Right. Ethan says, no, it's crazy. They know your whole legal situation, how y'all figure it out. Right. No, this is crazy. They know your whole legal situation, how y'all figured out. Right. That's crazy. And I'm glad that y'all actually watched that documentary. It means a lot to me, guys. Not too proud to say it. Just want people to know the story or reason why I'm 38 and ain't a millionaire. And I say that very humbly. But guys, I always listen. I scored high on my test at school. Now listen, the teachers would come and see me, and I might talk a little bit different, but they will find out quickly that Terry is very savvy and he stands up for what he believes in. And it is what it is. Right. You think Sam Howell would be a quarterback one? Yes, that's what they traded for him last year. They're gonna let him be the quarterback. He had an ACC. He led the ACC in touchdown passes. That don't mean that. That's college. Passes twice during his 3-year run at the Tar Heel. Facts, but that's college. Thomas says Seattle better not go with Sam Howell. Well, listen, they're gonna draft somebody, but they're gonna give Sam Howell an opportunity to lead this team. Cratch, what's up, bruh? That's another one of my Thomas and Cratch, one of my white guys. They loyal subscribers. I give y'all a lot of respect. Y'all ain't left this live. Y'all be like, I don't want to get into this. I don't want to do anything. But y'all not having did that, and I appreciate that, guys. I'm so glad that y'all giving me the space to be who I am and saying no. TD's been good to me. I'm not taking this offensive because I didn't want this to be offensive. That's why I spoke on it. Because if I didn't speak on it, y'all be like, well, why you don't want to answer that question? This dude just randomly said, why you don't have more white guys on your show? I mean, more black guys on the show. So I appreciate y'all guys understanding that. And I know Harami was gonna get it. Harami ain't scared of shit. He gonna face whatever he needs to face. But the other guys like Cret. So appreciate you guys doing that. But he says, Cret says, yo, what up? I think the Raiders made a good move. They could draft Genty possible now. Dude, you can't draft him. You can't draft no running back in the first round. Listen, if you ain't ready to win a championship, don't draft no damn running back in the first round. I don't think none of these running backs are Derrick Henry, Saquon, or CMC. So draft them in the first round could be a mistake. But if you draft them in the second round or late first round to build onto your team, I'm okay with that. Harami says, in the end, do what you want because you're going to get judged anyway. You're right, Harami. Facts. He just says, what's the documentary called where I can find it? It's on my channel, bro. It's called, what is it called? It's on my channel. I think it's called The Little Boy That Could. I think it's called The Little Boy That Could. Ethan, but it's on my channel. I posted it on my channel. Thomas says, never said I don't care what y'all talking about. I just jumped in for... No, well, Thomas, I didn't mean it anyway. I meant that in a good way. I meant it in a good way because it's not what we talking about. It's just randomly. I didn't want for nobody to take offense to it. So no, bro, you good. You good. I gave you credit for it because you talking about fantasy. And this is what this channel is about. Fantasy and LeBron James right now. But it went off a little bit. But guess what? This is cutting edge content. This is my original organic channel, and I'm keeping original organic. So if we get off topic a little bit, I'm okay with that. Just a little bit. Did you play at Southern Alamance? Yes, I did, Ethan. I played at Southern Alamance. That's the school I played at. Thomas says, no Sam Howell if we get Donald Oblis. No Sam Howell if we get Donald. Obviously. Yeah, I think it's Sam. Man, for a bridge court, bro, you got to see what he got. You never know. Look at Sam Darnold. Look what he did for the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings aren't mad. Yes, they would have rather J.J. McCarthy be their starter, but they'd take Sam Darnold pushing them to the playoffs. So take what Sam, just see what Sam going to do for y'all. And then you can make another decision later. Rainey says, how is like Winston? Like he's pushed the ball downfield. He does, Rainey. Facts. Thomas says, for what it's worth, I took Stephen A's side on the whole thing with LeBron. Okay. Stephen A always talks up LeBron. He does. He was just putting facts about Bronny. I agree. Yep, I watched from your channel. Okay. Thank you, Arambi. Appreciate you all as always, Thomas. Yes, sir. And Jason Jones, he says, if he changed his position to power forward, he can play till 50. Preach, Jason. Preach. Just getting rebounds and scoring with assists. I'm telling you. That boy LeBron gonna be 60 and running marathons and shit. That boy that boy might be one of the best athletes in the world that we saw play a professional sport. Now, it might be somebody that ain't playing no professional sport. That might be a military guy that can run 40 miles and kill you and run back 40 miles. I'm not going to sit there and say that ain't a guy like that. But LeBron James playing professional sports, we ain't seen nobody like that. This dude ain't took no years off of his life. This guy has been a professional since he was like 13 years old. And you might say, no, he wasn't. He wasn't a professional until he was 18, 19. No, he had to build his body up early. He had to, because if he made a mistake and say, well, I want to smoke a blunt. LeBron smoked weed. Don't draft him. He never did that. And then people right now try to say he cheating on his wife. I don't give a damn about what he's doing with his wife. That man is a great father and he's a great husband. His wife is still with him. She loves him. LeBron has been killing it. Now on the court, he's not better than Michael Jordan. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion about he ain't better. He's still a great player. I'm thinking about putting him over Kobe as his career. If he win one more championship, Kobe in trouble, man. I'm speaking on a man that passed. Hey, I love Kobe Bryant. But LeBron James playing different styles, winning the championship with a postman, winning the championship with a shooting point guard, winning a championship with a Dwayne Wade who can't shoot three, like different. He just winning championships with different types of styles. That makes him great at his own. And he went to 10 straight finals. 10 straight finals. Thomas says, I like Sam Darnold. Can he be better than Geno? Yes, he could be better than Geno. It just depends on how good the team is around him. I think, okay, that's what Thomas is trying to say. I think he could be better than Geno. Ethan says, was you a good kick returner because the stat says so? I don't know, man. I don't know why the stats is saying that, bro. I didn't do a lot of kick returning. I just played because I had asthma, so I didn't want to be on special teams. I was a hell of a kick on kickoff, bro. I was like water boy. The first guy that I saw, I didn't care if he was 250. Guys, I laid out professional players. It was guys that went to Dudley. Look at Dudley Greensboro. Keenan Allen went there. Keenan Allen went to Dudley. The backup quarterback for the Detroit Lions went to Dudley. Dudley is like the school where they got like 80% black guys, so I think it's like more like 90% black guys, and they all studs. They win basketball championships every year. I played against that team, and I was laying their ass out as a shorter, stocky running back. So I didn't play a lot of special teams outside of defense. So I don't know what those numbers are saying, but I take it. Thomas says Terrell Owens, Derrick Henry, both also in amazing set. Yes, Terrell Owens is another one today, but they ended his career early too. I agree, Thomas. Jordan over LeBron as the GOAT? Yes, Jordan is over LeBron as the GOAT. And right now, Kobe is over LeBron. But if LeBron win another ring, to me, I'm going to put him over Kobe. Now, his career accolades, it's up there. It's on the same level with Jordan or whoever. But we just talking about who I want on my team, I'm taking Jordan and Kobe first. Ethan says Jordan the GOAT, and I don't think Kobe even top 5 all time. Woo! Bruh, you just got to know what Kobe was. You got to kind of do a little bit of research and see what Kobe was. Kobe was special, man. Thomas says something random. I think Steph Curry is the best pure shooter of all time. I could say that, but if Larry Bird came up in this era, bro, I think he would be fantastic. Because you got to understand, this is a different era. So I think Larry Bird would be fantastic if he came up in this era. I think Larry Bird would be the best shooter of all time. Excuse me. Larry Bird was a great shooter back when shooting wasn't that important. It was about getting to the basket and getting fouled. But you put Larry Bird in this era where you can't hand check, bruh, he's shooting like 45%, and he won 3-point contests, bruh. And he had a time, bruh, did you know Larry Bird shot the threes and he didn't miss one? Bruh, he didn't miss he went through the whole fucking round the circle and didn't miss. He didn't miss. He bam, 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 flat ball to all of it. He hit. Bruh, I think Larry Bird and Steph, I think Larry Bird would be on Steph level. I know Steph is great. I'm not going to sit here and dismiss Steph. Thomas says, good call. Curry changed the game. Rami says, Bird is the GOAT. Yes. Bird is the GOAT. But as far as shooting threes and shit, that man didn't miss. Ethan says, I think Pistol Pete would have been the best 3-point shooter now. Yeah, but he could have been like a James Harden type. Pistol Pete was like that. Trash talker also. Yes, Larry Bird was a great trash talker, man. Who got the fighting with Larry Bird? Who was that? They punched him and shit. Dr. J. Dr. J. Dr. J got a little bit old, and Larry kept saying, "Hey man, somebody get this old man off of me." And they got the scuffling, and then Charles Barkley held Larry Bird, and Julius Erving hit him a couple times. And they felt like that Charles Barkley was holding Larry, said Julius Erving can punch him. But Larry wasn't scared. Larry ain't never been scared. Larry came up, and he would go to the hood and play the black players. That's why Larry was a monster. He always played against black players coming up. Took Indiana State to a championship in the college. That's awesome. That's even better than taking Davidson. It might be similar, but Larry Bird went to the championship again. I don't think Steph made it to the championship. Thomas says, I think Kevin Durant might be one of the best all-around players of all time. Dude can done everything right, but he ain't on Jordan and Kobe level, but he's a great scorer. I think AI was a better scorer, but I would put Durant probably. I wouldn't put him over a better. I don't think he's a better scorer than Kobe, but he's up there. Thomas says, broke my heart when the Sonics left for OKC. Yeah, you always tell us that, Thomas. You love the Seattle Supersonics. Ethan says the NBA should allow fights like hockey. I feel like because back in the day, fights would be good for the game. I feel like that's when people try to get crazy, right? But the NBA ain't going that far. But it would be good for them, but they ain't gonna go back that far. All right, guys. Well, listen, my phone is going dead. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I appreciate this was a good live. It wasn't a lot of people. I thought it would be more people on the live. But it was still a good live. I appreciate everybody that came in to ask all the questions. Keep doing it. I respect you guys. Ethan says, I'm a big Tim Duncan guy. I feel like the accolades speak for themselves. Yes. Tim Duncan's one of the greatest postmen of all time. That's why we call him Mr. Fundamental. Yes, sir, Thomas. You be safe, bro. All right, guys. Yes, sir, Harambe. Be safe.